The new Xbox Scarlett details and specs revealed. The link for this video is in the description. Some new details on the new next Xbox, codename Xbox Scarlett, have potentially surfaced via Thorat's Brad Sams, who has a history of leaking official Xbox information ahead of time. According to Sams, Microsoft is still aiming to release the console during 2020, which has been rumored to be the case, and is when Sony is apparently shipping the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, Sams doesn't disclose when Microsoft will unveil the system, but you would presume it would be sometime in 2019 or possibly early 2020. Meanwhile, in addition to reinforcing the reports that Microsoft is gearing up to ship a disc-less Xbox One next year, Sams also reinforces the reports that in addition to a traditional console release, Xbox Scarlett will offer a streaming-only alternative for a considerable lower price. With this, players won't physically own a piece of plastic with computer parts smooshed inside, but rather will have access to streaming platforms that allows them to stream as Xbox Scarlett games they acquire. Sams also mentions something called digital attach, which will be a new way to purchase hardware from the company. With it, you decide to buy an Xbox Scarlett, you will be able to customize the purchasing options. In other words, you could order it with 2 years of Xbox Live and Game Pass already in the system, so that it's ready to go once you get it. As for the innards of the system, Sams claims it will be based on AMD's Zen 2 tech, which isn't very surprising, especially when you consider AMD's long history of working with Xbox. Further, the system will utilize AMD's next-gen GPU tech, which has yet to be revealed. Sams also noted that internally, the aim is to deliver a console that provides 4K at 60 frames per second, which current systems can deliver. But it's more than exception than the rule at the moment. Of course, all of this should be taken with a grain of salt because it's unsubstantiated. This is by no means an official confirmation of anything and shouldn't be taken to the bank as such. That said, as mentioned above, Sams has somewhat of a history of leaking Xbox related stuff, so it's possible he's on the money with some, if not all of this. Wow. Now, I have to give credit to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. They are, wow, they're when they say milking it till it's dry, they're on a good run, man. I mean, so it seems that you will be able to play your PlayStation 4 console and your Xbox One console for possibly another 2 years before they introduce another the next gen, maybe even longer, but I think 2 years would be the limit. I know for sure they will go through 2019. Every game that will be released will come out on these two consoles, and then maybe early 2020 we will get the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlett. So the Scarlett is still a very, very secretive console, but we do know that they're trying to release all digital version of it, and the Xbox One talked about this too, having an all digital version, and it will be cheaper. But see, there will always be people that don't have Wi-Fi. It's called people, not considerably poor people, but it's people that's not into that. You know, some people just like popping in the game and playing it. It's called the old-fashioned way. So there's a market for that. The people that just want to, you know, I'll rather go buy my game, take the plastic off of it, and put the disc inside the console. That would never go anywhere. Then you have what I call, these are your true gamers that are online. I mean, they're savages. They spend probably 50 to 60% of their time online gaming, and you can't stop them from buying everything online. So, what do you guys think about this information? You know, the Xbox Scarlett. Hey, we're still waiting on it. Like this video, leave your comments, subscribe.